This week, a wave of explosions rippled across Iran, from Bandar Abbas to Karaj, Mashhad, Qam, Isfahan, and beyond. But let's be clear, this isn't a foreign war that's being waged on Iran. This is a war that's being waged against the Iranian people by their own regime. In Bandar Abbas, over 70 people were killed, hundreds are missing, and hundreds more injured when a stockpile of missile fuel shipped from China detonated at the port. 2,200 cars were damaged. The environmental fallout is still unfolding. And why? Because the Islamic regime stored ballistic missile fuel without basic safety precautions. This isn't an Israeli attack. This is Khamenei's negligence. His obsession with exporting terror throughout proxies is literally blowing up Iran. In Karaj this week, 2 fires broke out, one in a cardboard factory, another near the power plant and Kalaya Electric Company, which is currently under U.S. sanctions for supplying the Islamic regime. Meanwhile, the regime tried to blame an earthquake. Meanwhile, in Mashhad, an explosion hit a motorcycle parts factory that supplies the IRGC and regime police. In Qam, fire tore through an industrial zone. In Mehmed, near Isfahan, a gunpowder factory under regime supervision went up in flames. How many injured? How many dead? We may never know, because the regime is more interested in lying to its people than protecting them. And while Iranian citizens burn from the inside out, the regime is still funding attacks abroad. Just days ago, the Houthis in Yemen, a terror proxy of the Islamic regime, fired a ballistic missile at Israel's Ben Gurion airport. 27 missiles, as well as many drones, have been launched since March 18th. And in Tehran, they're bragging about it with new banners. The mullahs are so hell-bent on destroying the West and Israel, they can't even keep the lights on in their own country. Power plants are on fire, factories are imploding, and basic infrastructure is failing. At this rate, they will burn Iran to the ground without Israel ever firing a single shot. And they want a nuclear weapon? Meanwhile, who's paying for this? The Iranian people. They're starving while Khamenei builds drones for the Houthis, for Russia, and for other terrorist proxies. They're bleeding while the regime funnels cash to Hezbollah. And the nuclear program, just one of many examples of how this regime chooses death over dignity. So let me say this clearly. The people of Israel and the people of Iran are on the same side of this issue. Neither of us started this war, but together, Israelis and Iranians, we will finish it.